Now.
All right. To
Okay,
those of you
guys.
watching on YouTube, welcome to our tour of the Southern Hemisphere. We have my dear friend Maxi Falieres on. I just pronounced that wrong. He's
No,
from
it's okay.
he's from Argentina. He's here to show us the night sky. We also have Jeff Kovmanis, who's without him, this whole astronomy at the beach thing would fall apart. Helping to set things up. Thank you, Jeff,
Okay.
straight from the lowbrows. It looks like we do have a couple of people joined us on Zoom, and those of you on YouTube, welcome aboard. And now that I've gotten that out of the way, I suppose I should introduce myself. President of GLAAC, name's Adrian Bradley, and Maxi and I have done some star parties together with the explorerscientific.com Global Star Party, which is every Tuesday. All right, Maxi, that's enough segue. Take it away.
Well, thank you again for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And of course, in this case, I want to, well, first of all, my name is Maximiliano Falieres. I'm from the city of Chivilcoy, province of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Basically, I started to, well, but I am a amateur astrophotographer that I started almost 3 years and a half. And well, I'm still working on it. I'm still practicing, still learning about everything, and of course, changing my equipment because, well, my goal is to be like a professional, but well, here in my city we have a middle. I don't want to say poor sky because I can do some very good astrophotographies, but the light pollution right now is getting very bad in this time, but it's okay. So, well, again, it's a pleasure to be here. And well, what I'm going to present is what we see from the southern hemisphere, because sometimes when I talk with Adrian and in another occasions, I told him that what you are seeing in the northern hemisphere is everything different. Here, well, beside of in my background, we have of course, our galaxy, the Milky Way, the core, and I think you're in the northern hemisphere. You are seeing in this time above of the horizon, but here in Argentina, maybe South Africa, Australia, very austral places, it's pretty above of your head. It's when you go to a farm place without light pollution, maybe, but here in my city, going to I don't know, 50 kilometers only. And in this time of the year, well, it's very cold. Now we're starting the spring season, but it's amazing to see all that clouds and stars and the feeling of seeing the three-dimensional galaxy that we are right now. But well, let me show you my screen. Well, sorry, I don't know. Ah, okay, do you see it right now?
Yes, we do.
Okay, excellent. Well, here is the software Stellarium, particularly located in my place, in my city. And this is what I see right now. Well, to of course, to you to see what in the northern sky, you can see Pegasus constellation, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricornus, and all the zodiacal constellations. But you are seeing very different because, for example, the Cygnus constellation, I only have it very at the north, and it's very poor time, maybe 4 hours to see it. Also, Andromeda Galaxy, for example, is very, very low from here. I remember when I was a child and uh, seeing the pictures of the Andromeda Galaxy, and I was, whoa, this is amazing. I want to see this. And when I figured out it's very low, and in the season of well, in this months, October, November, December, is the only way to see it because in another time of the year it's impossible. But well, of course, here is the Milky Way, and maybe to the west, at the south west or the southeast, you are also available to see these places, but that I have it over my zenith, over my head practically. For example, at the east, now is rising the moon, almost more time to the northeast, but to the southeast, maybe I think the Fornax constellation and Eridanus, you are able to see it at the north. But then it's maybe a little strange place to see. For example, we have right now, very above of the horizon at the south, the Southern Cross. This place is particularly pointed, for example, the axis pointed to the south, the polar celestial, no, sorry, this. You can see if you point maybe 4 times this line, 4 times and a half, and practically you are almost pointed to the solar, the polar celestial of the south. And we in this place we have too many objects that in the summer skies is very able to see it, and it's very rich of stars because it's practically in the arm of the Milky Way. For example, the Carina Nebula. This place to see it with a telescope, it's amazing because even you have light pollution, you're able to see the clouds, the darkness clouds, and the shape of the K-hole that we call it. And of course, at the center, at the, I think it's this, the Eta Carina Nebula, no, sorry, it's this. Is a place that has the Homunculus Nebula, and with very huge telescopes is able to see it with your own eyes, because the even the brightest of the star sometimes it's possible to see it, but with very good equipment is very good. Also, we have the this particularly global open cluster stars. This is the Wishing Well cumulus, and this place to see it with your own eyes is amazing. Even with a single telescope or binoculars, or it's very good. Well, here's maybe a place called the Liberty Statue Nebula, but it's in the south place. It's not in, for example, in North America, but it has the shape of the Liberty of New York. I don't remember how to say the
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Exactly. Sorry. Thank you, Adrian. Well, and also we have this place. Every place of this is very rich in hydrogen, because that's why it has that pink and red colors. And also in the with when you do astrophotography, it's very red zone, and it's amazing. And also we have the running chicken nebula. I don't still figuring out the form of the running chicken, but I don't know how they call like that. And like I said, it's a region of hydrogen too. It's very rich. And well, like the Pleiades at the north, when you see the winter sky in the north, we see the summer skies, the Pleiades also, but we have the southern Pleiades. This place is like the northern Pleiades, and there are only a few stars, but they have the almost the same comparison of that star cluster.
So is there a
Well,
blue glow, Maxi,
eh,
coming out of those as well?
it's very blue. They don't have the shape and the nebulosity like the Pleiades, but they have the singularity of have the same. I don't know if it's okay to say the same age of the star,
Yeah.
but it is very similarity. Well, this is I'm showing these places because right now it's above the horizon, and and it's impossible to show in live view or something else. But when I want to show you in a moment with my telescope that I have in my backyard, is the place that's almost at the zenith, going to, for example, sorry, the zenith, no, the passing by to the southern polar celestial pole. And for example, this is Scorpius. I think this is like you seeing in the northern hemisphere, right?
Yes, but of course in your skies it's upside down compared to where we see it. We
Yes.
we see it directly the opposite way with the hook and the tail of the scorpion coming around on the horizon with where Shala and the cat's eyes are.
Mhm.
Antares is yeah, Antares is setting, as a matter of fact, it's setting right now in the northern hemisphere.
Well, right now it's setting too. You can see it's very almost at the west, but this and that is I have it practically over my head in this time, more earlier. So right now, where I'm pointing with my telescope is in this place called the Corona Australis. This place, like the Australis corona, you have the Borealis corona also, but we have this global cluster and some dark nebulosity with stars that reflecting that nebulosity. This is a place amazing and a very small galaxy. Right now, well. This is my remote desktop of my notebook outside with the telescope, and here's where I'm pointing right now. Well, I think it passed by a satellite, and you can see the global cluster and the same stars. So I want to show a single picture, for example, in 1 second. but now in a few moments I will be in 3 minutes, and I'm still talking, but it's able to see at 1 second this global cluster, and also the stars that have the reflection. Let me stop, and I'm going to put it almost well, and I think 2 minutes is going to be okay. Right now I'm guiding, so that's why I'm able to do 2 minutes. And right now it's the camera almost 10 degrees over the zero, sub-zero. And well, I was taking pictures of you in this case. Like I said, this is a very good area. They have these 2 stars very near. It's very difficult to see it in a picture because no, sorry, they are very near. When you take the picture, well, here I'm using a Newtonian, and the spikes are like if you are without focus, but it's because they are very near. It's a bipolar nebula here, and they are reflecting the background. This is amazing. Also, this place is a variable star, but they are surrounded with nebulosity. And I think I read a couple months ago, this place is almost like a new solar system that is creating or something like that, because they I don't remember how they figure it out, but well, to do pictures to this place is insane. I think this is finishing right now the picture, and you're now to see it, how it looks in 2 minutes. Oh, what happened here? What? I don't know what happened.
I got a quick question while we're waiting. I'm just noticing in Stellarium that there's a lot of NGC references and numbers and whatnot. Obviously, we have Messier numbers, the catalog in the northern hemisphere. Do many of the Messiers get down in the southern hemisphere, or is it you strictly stick by the NGC numbers and forget about Messier?
Well,
I see one right there.
Yeah, for example, this Cumulo Cacciatore is very Italian name, but it has NGC 6541. And if you still go into the south, you can see the letter C. This is from the catalog of Caldwell catalog.
Yeah, Caldwell.
And
I did spot an M number, I think it's 68 or something that was in there.
Yeah,
so,
like you saw him 64.
Okay.
Up there.
Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, some of the Messier objects. I mean that some of them do get down, but
yeah, there's 69
there's,
up in the corner.
Yeah, so
the ones that all of Virgo is visible from the south as well. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's very is able to see Virgo, and also the Marcanian chain.
Yeah.
It's I'm able to see it from here. All the zodiacal constellations from here is able to see it like you do. But for example, there are another ones. For example, of course, the Big Dipper. It's impossible here. For example, to do to put the mount very good to point this place, we had to find this particularly 4 stars, because they almost pointing to the southern polar pole, celestial pole. And when you are seeing through the, for example, in the Sky Watcher Star Adventurer mount, or I don't know if you have if you saw it in some time, but you have 4 circles that they have to match to these 4 stars. If you are pointing very good, so practically you're almost at the southern celestial pole. And well, there is also another kinds of to do the polar alignment, like
Yeah, I've seen crux on a couple of the polar alignment telescopes that we've got. It'll show, of course, Cassiopeia and the Dipper for us in the north, but I've also, I think it shows crux for southern polar alignment. I'd have to look to see if those 4 stars are also there. I imagine they probably are for aligning to the south.
Yes. Well, I think a star from the north, I read that is going to change in I don't know how years, and that's why they are marked in different places, in some crash place. Well, I'm doing this single picture of 10 seconds of exposure, and well, of course, very noisy, but well, let me see in 30 seconds. And also it's auto stretch, but you can see the reflection of the nebula.
Yeah.
And also this practically 2 stars, they are very near. You know, like I say, it's like you are the focuser. But no, it's the sensation. And also you have this reflection area. Well, here is in 30 seconds. And here, very near, is almost a little tiny galaxy. I think I have here some picture that I took a couple minutes ago. This equipment, the images here. I was doing at 3 minutes and with gain 100, and this is like well, you are in this place, you are not no you are no seeing stars, because this place is a nebulosity.
This is live.
Practically is almost very near of the Milky Way, but in this place it doesn't have stars because they are all nebulosity. That's why here these stars, they are reflecting it, and also well these places. Well, now I'm going to stop the guiding, and I will think I'm going to let me see it. Well, here is the corona, and I want to be at the global cluster of the peacock. I don't, here is Carduciel, and right now here's the NGC 6752 telescope rotate. So let's see here in the live view of the guiding cam. You're seeing I'm doing hyperspace like Star Wars. Whee! I have my little Chewie from the south here, my little dog. Well, I think it's going to change right now. Oh no, it's going to be a disaster here. No, I didn't stop it. Let's see at 0.5 seconds, and you're here. It's very with a very good magnitude to see it with your own eyes. And let me put it more centered. Well, I think if we're going to zoom in, it doesn't going to change. Let's do 10 seconds because they are only started here. It doesn't have nebulosity or something like that. But the colors of this place is very contrasting because you have this blue star and then you got a golden stars, and seeing this with your own eyes is excellent. And now, if you want to, I don't think if we can see the galaxy that has this constellation, the galaxy NGC 6744. It's very near from there. Well, you have too many little galaxies, but in this magnitude, and unfortunately, I have too many light pollution sky.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's
Think you were capturing as you slewed over to it. So you got what looks like satellite lines, and it's not far from just kind of being satellites, but they're slew lines.
Well, here's the galaxy. Let's see if I can start guiding. It doesn't matter, so I can do maybe a picture of more seconds without getting with the lines of the star. Maybe a minute. Let's see what happened if they have a shape of the galaxy. And like I said, this is this galaxy. I don't know if we're going to see this a wimple shape, but sometimes the selenium lies to me with the magnitude. Because I see some galaxies that say, oh, that they have very good magnitude, but when I'm going to point them, I think I have to do maybe 4 nights to get information of that galaxy, and it's very disappointed. But well, started to finish. Oh, it's very noisy, and no, it's very no. Let's put in 30 seconds, and they will be okay, I think. Yeah, the guiding is excellent, I think. Or do you have some questions? I don't know.
No, so far just sort of enjoying the tour. Objects that we can't see. It's
Well, I think you're waiting for this.
47 Tucana. Yeah, that is a very impressive globular cluster for those that haven't seen it in pictures or live. Yeah, I think that globular cluster, and I don't know, Jim, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think 47 Tucana is around the size of M13, maybe a little less. I don't know
think
though.
it's quite large compared to anything in the Northern Hemisphere.
Okay. So it's second to Omega Centauri, which I don't know if that's
Exactly.
visible
Yes,
here.
in size is the second.
Okay, then comes M13.
So, well, this is the galaxy of the Peacock. Well,
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
see too
think
much.
you can barely make out, I think, some of the
Yes.
structure of the galaxy.
If you have a good day and you're optimist, you say, yes, there's the galaxy. So, well, now.
Just squint a little. It looks like a galaxy.
Yes, it looks like, but well,
Use averted vision.
I think in this from here, well, you can see it's very too much galaxies. I No, I don't think we can see able to see this place because no, it's very difficult. I don't want to say it's impossible because it's possible, but
Yes.
the light pollution and the
Yeah.
size of the sensor, it will be not able. Also the telescope. So let's go to 47 Tucana, the place that
And that's,
Agent
yeah, I like
asked
to
me.
see it's near the, it looks like it's near the Lesser Magellanic Cloud,
The smaller, yes, you can see
Small
it.
Magellanic. Yep. That's a prime feature, something one of the things we wish we could see in the Northern Hemisphere, but just can't.
Sorry for that. I always forgot that I had to stop the guiding.
Yeah, oops.
Well, we get Andromeda, you get the Magellanic Cloud, so.
They get both Andromeda and the Magellanic Cloud, so
Well,
that's
But Andromeda's low.
yeah,
a-
it's tough, but they still, yeah.
It's a huge difference because the Andromeda galaxy, I don't know if you with having good skies, you are able to see it. But here the Great Magellanic Cloud is able to see it even if you have a Bortle 7 or 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because well, if you have LED lights, I think it's possible, but the mercury lights they are not changing yet. I think it will be okay. Well, I think this the mount lied to me because it's
it's
not
not on.
in now. So let's do it this. I'm going to park my mount. And oh, I don't know where it goes.
It's going to the Large Magellanic Cloud, which means below horizon, right?
I don't know what happened.
It's settled.
Yeah.
If you what do you want you can wait me for a minute to see how is the mount? Oh,
If you have to go and check it physically,
it's only a second. I come back in a few moments.
yeah, yeah, that's good. You check it and
We
see
can
what
fill
happened.
space.
Yeah,
We're more than able to do that for a bit.
yep.
And it's funny, I've been working with the Astroberry load on the Raspberry Pi, and that CCDCL program is it's one of the very best that I've seen, and it was one of the few ones that worked initially before I got the other stuff working. But it does an amazing job, and it is I think it runs in both Indy and the Indigo drivers.
Oh, cool.
It's a good program. Like there's the planetarium aspect of it. It works so smoothly with the rest of the telescope control that I can see why a lot of people would use it. And it's a
Yeah.
freebie. It's available everywhere, and I think it's part of the Indy catalog. But it's one of the programs they load in on the Astroberry for free.
Okay.
And of course, PhD is in there. You can't do guiding without PhD.
Yeah. I'll eventually, I know even my Star Adventure camera mount can guide. So that's coming
Yeah,
down the road, to get, because it unguided, you're lucky if you get 2 minutes. And lately I've had trouble after 30 seconds. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Is it,
yeah.
what's happening? So I'm
Well, with
right
that,
now.
my refractor, for those of us who don't know me, I have a $250 120 millimeter refractor. It's ultra cheap. The glass is garbage probably, but it's been a great vehicle to experiment and play around with auto focusing software, for the guiding software. and basically getting all the techniques down and not spending a whole lot on the telescope and still getting some wide view. It's an f5 focal length, so you end up getting really nice wide views and some great nebula pictures off of it. But it was a good learning tool to use to figure out some of the software stuff. And the guiding is the last thing on my list, and I haven't been able to get out, which is just bugging me to no end. I had a busy band schedule this summer. So
right. So are you gonna take it with you? So I think you mentioned you had vacation coming up.
Yeah, we're taking off on Sunday, but I'm taking the new Lunt solar telescope.
Oh
with
yeah,
me.
the one that you got. It's kind
If
of a
I
smaller
get-
version.
If I get my eyepiece converter in, then I can do nighttime stuff, but I'm not really planning on doing it. I'm only going to take the planetary camera.
That's
but
fine. Yeah. Nope,
it'll
that
be-
sounds good.
I think Wednesday is supposed to be the super clear day, so Wednesday
Yeah, and
I'll be out there early.
So Wednesday of this week coming up,
Yeah.
yeah, the moon is going to be out of the sky for a while. I think it's near last quarter. It's new moon on the 7th of October. So we'll be out in
I think we'll be
Okie-Tech
back by then.
long before.
Here I am again.
Yeah. All
Hey,
right.
he's back.
So that looks like you're about to image it because that's 47 Tucanae looking huge and giant, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
He looks happier now.
Yeah.
yes, the mount was lying to me.
Okay.
I have I
As
don't know
they
how
will do.
degrees we have the difference, but let's
All
see.
right, let's get that picture. Let's see. 47 Tucana. Big hunkin' globular cluster that we can never see in the northern hemisphere because we can't get far south enough. Omega Centauri barely raises above the horizon. There it
Whoa.
is. Huge.
Well,
Holy
I
cow.
think it's too many seconds, and it's very. Let's point
Yeah.
it. Oh, let's point it low, and
That was only 30 seconds.
only
Yeah.
30 seconds, but
Only
it's
30
out of stretch because this software to helps you to see it. Well, you can see if I go out of stretch.
Yep, and then it pulls all the detail out. Yeah, look at him. That's pretty impressive. I mean, you can stack. There's only one globular cluster that beats it. And I don't. Can you get to Omega Centauri?
I think not
It's
because
too far
it's very
below
low.
your horizon. Yeah, it's too far below your horizon.
To find Omega Centauri, we help with Alpha Centauri and Hadar or Rigid Centaurus because it's easy, very easy to see it. Is besides of the Southern Cross, and when you are pointed, you do this. Well, let me. No, I'm seeing. Let's go in more.
We can see Rigel Centaurus.
Yes,
times.
right there.
Oh, there.
We're pointing Hadar. Well, from Rigid Centaurus, we're going to Hadar, and then we see this star. And the second, if you have,
Cluster,
if you don't have
Omega.
light pollution, you see this like a star.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
hence
not
it got the naming Omega Centauri. They thought it was a star, but it's found out it wasn't.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I see it is low to
It's-
your horizon. So
Right now it's very, very low. I
Yeah.
think it's passing by the horizon.
yeah,
Maybe if we continue to more later, it will be no problem.
it'll come up. Yeah. Well, that's impressive enough. I mean, that's and then not far from it, you've got the small Magellanic Cloud.
Mhm.
But,
Let's see if
that's
I can do.
because it's a fairly narrow field. I don't know if you'll be able to.
I have the center of the city right now because I'm at the north of Chivilcoy, and the core of the center of the city is more pollution, and when I see the south is very difficult to see it. but
I have a similar problem seeing Andromeda Galaxy because it usually is in the east and it's straight into the Detroit
Dome.
glow.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a large city of Detroit that casts a huge glow in our area. Even where I go to a site that's a little bit dark, it's Bortle 4, Bortle 3 dark, the Dome of Detroit still affects the southern view of that. The north is usually pretty clean because of you know, facing directly north, it's over water. But south there's some glow. So it's it can get,
I want to
you know,
center this because to record in the program.
you're gonna realign.
Exactly. I didn't align it because I want to say to the software that there is 47 Tucana.
Okay. So now the software knows anything in that area, it should be able to get to it.
Exactly. Synchronize. Yes. So I don't know if we're going to see too much place of mud, but we can try the Great Magellanic Cloud.
Tarantula Nebula.
Exactly.
Let's shoot for it.
Let's see if we can do it. Rotate. So that we're going to hyperspace again with the Millennium Falcon. And
yep, I think people have been bouncing around because we've got a couple of presentations with some good local astrophotographers are sharing the northern night skies. What I'm seeing are a few people bounce in and bounce out, checking out a couple different. So they're going from telescope to telescope, which is what happens when we do this event live.
well,
so
I think it's very low right now.
Are those trees you're looking at?
No, maybe the rooftop of the house of my parents.
Okay.
So because I live back with my girlfriend.
Okay.
And no, sorry.
So yeah, that's okay. There. Yeah, depending on how long you last, I'm sure the sky rotates a couple hours. Some of that stuff's gonna be visible again.
Well, let's go again. Well, this is many place. Well, in the south, we are in this area. You can see Charnar, and well, here's 47 Tucana, and all this place obviously is circumpolar, so we're able to see it almost every time of the year. And I don't know if you see this star Acarnar or Alpha Eridanus.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar, and it's not that I know a lot of star names. I don't
know. A little below our horizon.
Okay.
Oh, like well, the sculptor constellation and the galaxy, you already see it, yes.
Or yeah, the sculptor we can get. It's a little. If we go a little farther south, it's a lot easier. But I have seen it from 41 north. So
yeah, which is we're about 41, 42.
We're about we're at 42, but we could see it from here, but it scrapes the horizon. It's at like 10 degrees or something. It's not a lot of fun.
Well, let's see if we can go there, because we have also a few galaxies, like, well, here is a sculpted galaxy, but here's another place, and maybe it have a very good magnitude. So let's see
We'll check it out. But that looks like it's a little, that's too low for our horizon, so it's something we wouldn't observe.
Well, here's again Alpha Eridanus. And let's see, it's very, it's almost there.
One bright star is what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
It's very blue. And also here, oh, let's see, it's very near. We have the a double star. Is when you see it with your telescope, it's like you are seeing the two eyes, very detailed,
Two eyes. Yeah.
very circular, and you can see the separation.
So the two stars are more or less the same magnitude?
I think they have the same.
Okay.
Have some connection problems. They're not changing right there. Well, it's almost there. So I want to say to the software that I'm practically there. So synchronize. No. Oh, I have almost do a mistake. Synchronize with Alpha Eridanus. Oh, oh, the internet connection.
Okay, I think you're back.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay, I think I have some connections.
Yep.
Oh,
Connection issues.
do
Yeah.
you hear me?
We
Yeah.
hear you now. Yeah, there are. You did freeze for a little bit.
Excellent. So here I have my connection again to the mount. So I want to show you this double star.
Let's do it.
I think, well, I don't remember how the yes, is this place.
Okay.
So
You're a good
here's the
dog.
desktop, and let's go rotate. It's
There's
very
the
near
dog.
here. Let's put out this. Do you
There's
see
our
the double
star.
stars?
We see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a very good place to study. To also, if you want to do the calculation of the separation of the stars, it's a very good example to do it. Also, of course, Alpha Centauri is a double star, or maybe I think it's a triple star, but they have the magnitude that they have is if you're using a magnitude 102, using a Barlow and 10 eyepiece millimeters, it's able to see it also with good seeing the separation. But if you are using 25 eyepiece only, the magnitude of the stars and the bright, it's very difficult to see it, the separation.
So you're able to get, if you're looking at Alpha Centauri, you're able to get Proxima Centauri.
Yes, but Proxima Centauri is not from, it's not at the same place.
Right.
Is the magnitude is very poor, and you have to do a very jumping star, because it's using a finder is very difficult.
Okay, so it's just too small.
Exactly. I will reset the. You can see the double stars.
Mhm.
Like I say, it's like you are having. You are seeing two eyes.
Wow.
Yep.
So what is the angular separation of these stars?
I really don't know.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't
fine.
study it. I basically don't do the calculations at the separation of the stars. I have a friend, Nico Arias. You know him, Adrian. He works with his Dobsonian,
Yeah.
and he do
Yeah,
the
he'd be able to
calculation.
tell you. He'd be able to tell you how many minutes apart they are.
Did you get that from Stellarium?
Let's see.
Probably could.
Yes. Mm,
So what's the RA on, what's the declination on this star?
Right up here.
um,
Minus 56, okay.
mhm.
Yep, we don't see that one here.
No.
Well, now, if you want, let's go to some galaxy. Maybe let's see. Let's point to a near star. So in that case, I would know that the amount is okay. So let's go. This is the Phoenix constellation.
That's definitely one we don't see here either.
Is practically this place, and I'm
Oh, and we did get someone watching on YouTube. Tim Turner says, very nice. I think he was in reference to the double star that we were looking at.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like it, because I didn't know if you have to see it, but it's a very good place to see it. Well, I think
It's like it's probably a binocular object. Of course, my plans are to be in Argentina at some point and see these guys for myself. I have to. I've already told everybody that to whom it may concern that I'm going to try and make that trip. Of course, it'll probably be a couple of years, because I think as things settle down with COVID,
of course.
half of your times make easier travel.
I think
But
it passing by a
definitely.
satellite.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
of
yeah.
course. I will be glad if you come anytime that you want, and also everyone. Right now we have, I think the COVID situation is very low of the cases, and the frontiers and the border is open to everyone that wants to come again.
Okay, so
So
they've lowered they've opened the borders then.
Yeah, so
exactly.
what was the designation of that star we were just looking at?
Alpha Phoenix, I think.
Oh, Alpha.
Let's see. Is Anka or Nair al Saud Ark, but this is
Okay, okay.
a star that I think able to see at the Arabian zone.
As well as the
That's why have this kind of a name. And well, I think there is the galaxy. So
Yeah, I was wondering about the double star that we were looking at.
Yes.
well, here. I think here's the galaxy,
yeah,
but it's very
visual,
poor. Let's see
tough
at 10
visual
seconds.
object. Yeah.
Oh,
There it goes. It's coming
there
out.
it goes.
That's cool. So we have trying to think of what this galaxy reminds me of that we have in the northern hemisphere.
This
And
galaxy
I'm not
calls.
sure we have I don't think we have an analog, because the dust lanes and everything are completely different from some of the edge-on galaxies we've got. So that's a very interesting one.
We have too many galaxies that they are irregular, or maybe with doesn't have too much spin. But well, here you can see some cloud of the nebula, the nebulosity, and also brightest nebula. And visually is like a well, like every kind of galaxy, very nebulosity,
It's
or
got
very.
interesting. The way the dust lanes show up are interesting though.
If you compare it in stellarium,
Yeah, look at all that.
it's similar. Of course, this is from, I think, Hubble telescope, and this
Yeah.
is from Maxi
This is
telescope.
from Maxi. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference in aperture and at atmospheric conditions.
A few difference, I
It's
think.
not too. It's only a couple of differences though. It's not far.
Mhm.
It takes the Hubble several minutes to get a good image as well.
Well, here is another galaxy, NGC 300, and this is the very difficult figure when you search the well, when you was a child, do you have these albums of pictures,
Mhm.
or maybe a baseball card, a very difficult baseball card, because this galaxy is well, the stellarium lies to me about the magnitude, because it
Another.
says have 8.13.
Yeah, if it's
But
so if it's a diffuse 8, then it's hard to see if the total magnitude is being calculated over that whole area of the galaxy, but it's very diffuse.
mhm.
So I could see that it says it's 8, but the nucleus is 12. I
Exactly.
think that's how that works.
Let's see.
I've had similar issues with stellarium where it's like I should be able to see that, and not a
And you
chance.
can't. M10, our galaxy M101, which is one that you'd never see to the south, is kind of like
Mhm.
that. I think it has a fairly, the magnitude is like, I don't know, 8 or 7, but it's so diffuse you can barely see it unless
Oh,
you image it long enough.
well, we have
There's I
here
s-
the galaxy.
yeah,
It's very huge galaxy. It's a kind of the triangulum galaxy.
yeah, it has a similar look to it.
It's the Wimpel, the Austral Wimpel galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Some
Australian pinwheel.
some people or some catalogs or software, they I don't know how to say, they think it's M83, but no, and they put the same name or a similar name, and generates
M30.
confusion.
So yeah, because M33 is our Messier 33, the pinwheel, the triangulum galaxy in the north, and it's trying to think. It's not far from Andromeda. It's a few degrees away.
Let's see if we can find this galaxy, but here it says have magnitude 10.
Okay,
It's
well, it could be
the name is the Huge Squid Galaxy.
okay. It's
I don't know why
leave
they put that
leave
name.
no imagination. They just did it.
Mhm.
The huge squid.
I think it's this NGC 7793. No. Where is it? No. Maybe this. Oh, where I'm pointing, I get lost. Well,
That's the zenith. So
no,
let's see if that's the squid. Where is it? It's in Sculptor.
sculpture, exactly. And
There's Sculptor right there. So
here,
that should be it.
NGC right there. So telescope, rotate. not supposed to be right there. So let's go to the software and take a picture. This is the good of you have if you having a live view camera.
Yeah.
It's a very comfortable, and like I before this I was using a Nikon D80 and I didn't have live view. I had to take pictures and then
And then
see the
guess.
pictures and guess. Before that, get focus.
Yeah. Taking pictures until you're in good enough focus.
Oh,
That came out
look,
pretty good.
look at that.
Good.
Well, I
Wow.
had some movement, but interesting galaxy
Yeah,
to
that came
take
out
pictures.
yeah,
Well,
longer.
here's
And you
another
have
one.
do you have one up there?
And also there. Here.
Looks like you're using a 533.
Yep, he is.
Let's see another 30 seconds. If it doesn't move. Right there.
I keep reading about people who are having very good results with the 533 cameras.
You know,
Yeah.
the M glow, it doesn't exist here. It doesn't, if you're taking picture of 10 minutes, and no.
I have a 294 MC, and everybody complains about amp glow, but yeah, I'm not getting anything. So it's like I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and keep taking nice pictures.
Yeah, so Maxi, we have one of our astrophotographers here. Alni is asking, is there a galaxy on the southern hemisphere that is similar to Andromeda? And I'm thinking we might be looking at one right now, the Sculptor.
Maybe,
but if there's another one that's similar.
I think not, because for example, with the Nikon and the telescope, I have almost all Andromeda in the field of view.
Right.
But in this with this camera, let's simulate it. For example, let's go to the north here, Andromeda Galaxy, and if I pointed with my camera right now and the telescope, this is the field of view that I will go into.
Yeah, you would get the big nucleus and maybe some dust lanes, and that would be it.
But if I use the Nikon D80 and rotates the camera also, it's going to be maybe
more of it.
Exactly. But a galaxy to be at this field of view, I think no, we don't have it. For example, if we point to the Great Magellanic Cloud,
yeah,
you will not.
You won't see much of the Great Magellanic Cloud, but you can see some of the nebulosity that's in there.
Here in my computer, I have a picture that it's not mine. This is a friend of my brother, or another person from my brother, that he also do astrophotography in a city from here. He calls Juan, but I don't remember his last name. And a couple of days ago, I processed a picture that he took with the camera of the.
So it's big wide field view.
Wow.
This is the tarantula. Exactly. Yeah. And also, this a very huge region, rich of oxygen and also hydrogen. And if you see this place with the telescope, you are able to see it. Of course, not that color, but the shape and the stars here in the center. These stars, very red. It's amazing place. And also, here isn't light pollution. This is the core of the Great Magellanic Cloud.
Yeah.
Almost. And this is the outside. For example, here in Stellarium, it's like this, for example. But you can see the core of the Great Magellanic Cloud. And also they have too many nebulosity.
Too many. Yeah, look at all the GC objects that are in the large Magellanic Cloud.
Exactly.
You could spend a couple of years imaging that small region of the sky.
But
I would
this
agree.
when you are in the farm area without light pollution, this area is like I said, his number is like a cloud, but a static cloud, because you're able to see with your own eyes. But Andromeda, maybe it's more difficult and obviously
More
more
diffuse.
smaller. Exactly.
Yeah. So Auni says that was beautiful. The image you edited for the Tarantula Nebula
Well, thank
was
you.
a beautiful image. Yep,
Like I said,
that one.
it doesn't mind. That I have mine is this picture that I have in my background of the notebook that I did with the telescope and the Nikon.
Yeah.
Also the same place, but more saturation color. And but the nebulosity is amazing because they have too many dark nebulas and also a
Mhm.
bright and reflection nebulas, and also the kind of stars that you have is don't
I'm
mind.
curious if you have any images of the Carina Nebula. Or
I
any
have
images.
it, but well, let me show you in my Instagram page.
Yeah, I should just go and find it.
Because like I say, it's above the at the south.
Yeah, here's some of the moon is a really beautiful picture that you took.
Here, this.
The mineral moon, yeah, it looks good. There's another one you have, yeah, with the shadow.
Yes,
Yeah,
this.
I think
This is
I
this
want to say I like that one.
this is a composition capturing in different times
Yeah,
of seconds of the camera of the speed, but
yeah.
well, you can see well here's
Total solar eclipse. There you got. Yep.
the
You
Great
have the
Magellanic
whole.
Cloud.
Yep. That's nice.
Great
Well,
picture.
Yeah.
and let's find out
Your Jupiter pictures are pretty good. And so,
Uh,
yeah, you stop at some of the planetary work you've done is pretty
Mhm.
impressive.
And I did with the cell phone in that time.
Yeah, you managed to pull that off. We saw that at the star party. You said, "Yeah, it's with a cell phone," but here it is. Oh, this is it.
This is the Carina Nebula, or
Yeah.
part of it. This was with the Nikon D80, another telescope, and also light pollutional skies. But like I said, here's the Eta Carina star.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very bright, and behind of that star we have the Homunculus Nebula. But this
Mhm.
place, using, for example, Maxutov, to watch it, you able to see it, and also if you use UHC filters, it's able to watch it.
You can visually
They,
observe.
they
Yeah.
contrast the nebulosity and also clears the light pollution almost.
Yeah.
Also, the Dumble Nebula is able to see it with that filter. It's very easy. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, question from YouTube is Centaurus A
Centaurus A
NGC
galaxy. Yes.
Yeah, Centaurus A galaxy visible, or is it low too?
Right now, it's not able to see it because it's very near with Omega Centauri.
Yep, which is
But
on the
well,
horizon for you. Good
and
Mars shot. I saw that real briefly.
well, basically, right now, well, I think if I want to see Centaurus A, I had to be in the Antarctica.
Okay.
Because I went a couple hours
That's
ago.
even further south.
Here's a
Do you
Omega
do a Zoom
Centauri.
call from there? We'll wait.
Okay, maybe I will see the solar eclipse in December also. I read that in Australia they are promotional the solar eclipse crossing by the Antarctica and finally get to to the place we're going to be able to see it. You can see here's Omega Centauri, and very near is Centaurus A.
There's a galaxy, but
Yeah.
it's too far low.
The space
Yeah, and I
is
know.
amazing, and also visually with your own eyes, you can see the nebulosity. That's in this case the magnitude maybe is very near. What to say, stellarium.
Yeah, from
That's
southern
very
southern Colorado and from Okie-Tex in the midsummer, you can see Centaurus A.
I think yes, because it's more like at when in this case the west, and also I don't know if M83 that's very
Yeah,
near from.
we can see that from Ann Arbor.
Yeah. Now, do you have a Centaurus A image to share?
I think yes, I did a couple pictures. Well, he's M83. Last year I didn't. Well, here's with my cell phone, for
Oh,
example.
yeah, there's one. Yep.
This is
Yep.
with the Huawei P10 Plus and the Maxi Top with the 25 eyepiece above it. And
Yep.
I think
Still pretty
that's
good
sequence.
considering you're using the cell phone.
In this case, yes.
Yeah.
Because it also the smallest clouds that they have. Well, I will try to do it again with
The kit you've got now.
exactly. For example, if I take the picture right now, it's going to be like this. This all field of view and also refrigerated and well, I need to go to be in a far place. Well,
have to be later.
I think let's see if we can get to Great Magellanic Cloud, but right now it's 30 degrees. It's almost there, I think. Still, well, I think the mount is going okay because there was capturing pictures and the galaxy is there, but let's put the seconds and go to there and rotate. So if we can able to see it, that's okay. If not, well, I'm very thankful to be here, and I hope that you enjoy the southern tour of the skies.
Yeah, we saw a few. I'll tell you what, 47 Tucane never disappoints. Very impressive globular cluster. And it looks like you're looking at the roof of a house again.
I think it is again.
Yeah. So we picked a time when the everything is moving to the horizon. The skies roll from right to left down there, right? Or is it still left to right? It always confused me. Something simple like how does the sky rotate across?
It's still going to be west to east, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Still west to east.
East to west. Sorry.
The east to west.
Okay. Which we're familiar with seeing it go east to west.
Yeah, I think the sun still rises in the east in Argentina.
Okay.
We're still on the same planet. We're just on different.
Yeah, I guess there was something. I look at my mount, and you have to, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it rotates the other way. But I guess you're standing on the same planet, but you're standing on the southern half of the planet. So
right.
So it's the same rotation, but you're oriented different on the planet.
Close your hand and, for example, simulate that you are above it and you are watching another object, but then continuing forward, and when you realize you have to turn around and
to see that same object.
Exactly. and that's the difference place. Well, let's see if in Fornax we can see these galaxies, and I think it's going to be there. NGC 1365, and
Yeah, if
this
nothing
is
else, I've learned rotar is I guess Spanish for rotate. So if I
rotar.
accidentally pick the
Yeah,
Spanish,
building that vocabulary fast there, Ace.
We have some words that they are very similar. I think we are in the place, guys. Let's see. And 30 seconds. And I don't know if you're able to see this galaxy from where you are. NGC 1370,
no,
65.
it's probably just low. I don't know, Jim. What do you
It's easy enough to figure it
look
out.
up? We have so the question is, so maybe you will share it with us at AATB 2022. So you've already been asked back to share the southern skies, which means we would have, yeah, we can see it. That's the galaxy that
Nice.
has been
Yeah.
featured. I think Hubble has taken some really nice shots of that galaxy. So that's a famous one that I don't know that we can see it though, Jim. Is that
Yeah, it
It's in Eridanus, almost near in Fornax
yeah.
constellation.
that gets, maybe it's a part of Eridanus that is too far
Well,
below the horizon.
Well, this time of year, it transits about 5 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not sure what the altitude would be. Right now, it's at 7 degrees, 8 degrees.
Okay, that's super low.
But I think
Yeah, that
at
giant barred
transit,
spiral.
I think at transit it'll be high enough. Let me
Okay,
adjust the time here.
might be something that we can. Yeah, that's that giant. I remember seeing images of that galaxy and thinking that's a pretty cool. Looks
Yeah.
like a weapon in space.
A
It's
ninja weapon.
Yeah, the ninja weapon. It almost looked like one of the types of stars. Good night, Auni. And yes, we'll have to do a hybrid event if we're back in person, but yeah, we will have to see what we can do, because yeah, I'm enjoying seeing the skies that we normally, and objects that we normally don't see.
Yeah.
Is always impressive. I may have you pull out some of the images you've done of the Southern Cross, the Coalsack, and the Jewel. The Jewel box is a very pretty image.
It's very amazing to see it, but right now it's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have any other images. I know Cesar had some images of it when he
I think in my Facebook page I have some ones. Well, no,
yeah,
I
the
don't remember.
planetary, and I see the comets too. That's nice.
Well, last year was amazing to capture
Yeah.
comets, and you know,
Yep.
figure out how to work to process them. But well, here's another place near from where we been, and we have too many
Lots of little
different
galaxies I see.
galaxies. Very tiny,
Nice.
but it's amazing place.
What place is that? What
It's very near. I was here in.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
You were.
I
Yeah,
was
the
here,
Fornax cluster is pretty rich.
and now
Yeah.
we are here. But you can see there are too many galaxies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 1365 gets to about 14 degrees at 5 o'clock in the morning at our star party in Oklahoma. That will be it in a week.
Well, excellent.
Yeah. The sun, it'll be astronomical twilight around then. I think the sun's gonna be thinking about coming up around that time.
Maybe yes.
So it's gonna, even if it is up that high, it's gonna start getting washed out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've observed it in the past, though.
It's probably on one of those observe it while you can, because it's much easier for Maxi to see it than us.
Right now it's very low and
Oh, it is
very
low.
near.
Yeah, that
there.
means it's coming along to our horizon, I think is what that, I think that's what happens. It gets low in the southern horizon and crosses over for us. I could be wrong. Again, I have to do that
sounds
whole,
right.
Yeah.
Just a matter of what time of day.
Yeah,
yeah.
'Cause in the morning
1365, it'll
doesn't make-
it'll still be the dark of the night at Okie-Tex.
Okay, so it's something we could
There you
fire
go.
at then. Okay, well, we
Write
have
this
a
stuff down.
we have a target for Okie-Tex.
Well, if you want to, I will conclude. Let's close this session with Sculpture Galaxy if you want to see it right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, here's well,
Yeah, 'cause
here
it's
is telescope rotates.
NGC 253, and it's easier to see for you. For
And
us, we have a little bit of time, and then it dips below the horizon.
You can see the zenith,
Yeah,
and it's
there's
almost
the.
there.
Yep,
Well, yeah, here in
there it
the
is. Yep,
here
I
it
see
is.
it as it comes in,
And now
nice and bright.
let's go to take a picture. Let's wait 20 seconds more.
Yeah.
And maybe it's going to be from right there,
Yeah.
but I think the amount
No, in 7
goes
seconds.
right now very
It's tracking pretty well. It's getting to those, finds the objects and it tracks. Yeah, look at that. That's nice.
Oh. You got some
maybe
colors that show up.
maybe Andromeda is similar or of course more smaller, but like this, and it's a very good object to capture.
I like the detail in the center. That's really it's
Yeah.
bumpy and lumpy and like there's some contours there. It's not just smooth. It's very very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Some looks like some Andrew Cesares has come on and Manny Yalali has come to the Zoom. A couple more people are watching on YouTube. So they have come late to they have come to see the Sculptor Galaxy. But we welcome Manny.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've gone through some of the objects in the southern sky that are high enough to image. We are looking at the Sculptor now, and we were getting ready to close. So Manny, if you have any southern targets as a request, now is probably the time to go ahead and get it before Maxi heads off.
The Magellanic Clouds, if you can.
Well, the grade I tried, but right now is almost near of the rooftop of my house, and let's in a few seconds, in a few moments, let's try again. But we can saw the smallest because we saw the 47 Tucana, the global cluster, but right now let's see this picture if it goes okay. In 1 minute it's get more detail.
More detail in the Sculptor. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I'm not guiding, that's why it has the.
Yeah, I see the stars a little off shape.
It was a 1 minute picture, so
yeah.
In this case, of course, I will have to do a direct how to say yes, guiding.
Alignment again.
And well, let's try again to the
Now, is the
the-
Large Magellanic Cloud is rising right now, right?
exactly.
Okay, so it
the s-
may, yeah, the
the
small
sc-
Magellanic Cloud is,
the
yeah, we
scope
have a
to-
narrow field of view, Manny, so we
Okay.
wouldn't have the entire cloud in, but we can get objects. I think he can get objects that are within the Magellanic Cloud.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff we can see in the northern hemisphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, here's Eridanus. Well, Alpha Eridanus, Acharnar.
Yep, so
And
we align on that star.
exactly to see. I will do a jump start because sometimes this software cracks on. So
Yeah.
uh, maybe and right now the point is okay, but maybe they say it's going to be there, and no, it's not there. Here's the star, another star.
Okay, it looks aligned to me. Yeah.
It's okay. So let's go to this. Let's go rotate. This is the Austral Hydra. But this is like a triangle to me.
Yeah. Well, those are the three main stars of it. It showed up. It's a little near the top.
Yes, here in this case, let's put it. Go east, no, to the other opposite side. Well, because this place is circumpolar, it changes every more
Yeah.
when you go to the polar place. Let's put telescope synchronize. Yes. Now let's see if we can go to NGC 2052. For now, I have sky. Let's see it right now.
Yeah. Oh, let's hope it gets there. It's
no.
It's starting to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's there. Okay. We can see stuff in the Large Magellanic Cloud. We couldn't see it earlier.
No, we don't. So there's some places, but I think no, here's Tarantula Nebula. Let's go rotate. It's almost there. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that is. Oh, yeah.
And here it is.
Oh, cool. Oh, look at that.
All right.
The
Yeah,
tarantula.
that's nice.
Tarantula, right?
The tarantula.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get more time picture and 30 seconds will be okay, I think. Well, I think this is the conclusion.
Yeah.
And
This is yeah. I'd try to get you to go to 47 Tucane again, but we'll.
no,
I
if
think
you want, it's no problem to me.
Yeah, that's I think Manny. Yeah, Harold has joined us from the Global Star Party. Welcome, Harold.
Carol Locke. Hey.
Yeah, Harold Locke is here. Yeah, that you get more people are coming too late. You're ready to go.
So I was there in the
Yeah.
afternoon. I
Go to
watched the
midnight.
solar flares and.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
Oh, that's
look
really
at that.
neat. I like that. Yeah, see that.
Look at that.
Where is the Tarantula Nebula in there?
Is in the Great Magellanic Cloud, basically. Here's a picture that I showed earlier of the
That's
place.
the whole when you process it. Yep.
Exactly. And if you go to Stellarium, for example, let's go to the south and here. Here's the Tarantula Nebula, but here's all the Great Magellanic Cloud. I have one picture of that here that I did last year. Here, for
There it is.
example. And here's the Tarantula Nebula. Here's why my Nikon only.
Wide angle
Far
view.
place. Yeah, it's a singular 55 millimeters.
Yeah.
And there it is this place, basically.
That's live right now. We're seeing it.
Wow.
And like I said, these stars, very red, they are beautiful. They are because contrast all the places, and of course it's like green, but
What
it's more
telescope
like
are you using? I mean,
right now a GSO 8 inches f4 with a ZWO 533 MC Pro. That's why I have this field of view.
oh wow. Yeah.
If you right here, it's more like this, and it's almost there. And also you have, look at this global cluster.
Bonus object.
The cluster is a globular of the
Of the
Our
Large
Milky Way?
Magellanic
Of the
Cloud.
yeah, exactly, it's part of that.
oh,
And it's a very good place to watch with your own eyes. And you know, like I said, you have the Andromeda galaxy, but in this case it's more, of course, it's near because it's a satellite galaxy that orbits the Milky Way, and you can study too much from here, and it's able to see it with your own eyes when you are at the farm place without light pollution, like a singular cloud, but static cloud because it's only there. And of course, it's circumpolar. It will be surround the solar celestial pole, but this is an amazing place. And
Yeah,
let's
all
see.
those objects that belong to it as opposed to the Milky Way.
I never did went to this place. Let's see if we can see it. And
By now, you might be able to.
telescope rotate. Vamos a rotar.
Rotar. You have to roll the R. Rotar.
Yeah, the R is like
The R is roll.
Raúl.
Yeah.
Well, that's the name of my father.
You'll know I've been in Argentina a long time. When I come back, that's how I'll say my R's.
Yes,
I will roll
live
them
here
forever.
Ah, no, when you come here in the future.
Yeah. Who knows how I'll be talking when I return.
Well,
I'll have been immersed.
We're going to be
culture.
Argentinize you.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to say, "¿Cómo andas, chabón?" Hey, hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, I'll say, come on. Like Cesar.
No, yes. Cesar, we're going to teach you too much, I think.
Yeah, that's looking forward to it.
What?
So, not much showed up there. I see.
Well,
Looks like an open. Oh, there it is.
It's a nebula there.
Look at
Yeah.
this. I never saw this. And what?
Yeah, you picked something up.
Yeah, the globular cluster, I think.
I think it too, but there's some kind of small nebulosity.
Yeah. Almost looks like a galaxy there.
Yeah, look at
that. Head on.
I
There's
think
something
there are nebulosity only here. Well, of course, there will be a galaxy too, maybe too far, but because of the colors.
This looks like a emission nebula, like a red on those North American or Cygnus.
Yeah, that one.
Well, Adrian, do you want to go to 47?
Let's show him 47 Tucane. It's
yeah,
that was impressive when we saw it. And for globular clusters, we we know of M13, and then that's it. Some of us who have been far enough south have seen Omega Centauri. It's too low on Maxi's horizon, but he was able to show us 47 Tucanae. It's very impressive.
Let's go to hyperspace point.
Can you see the
Yeah.
GLAAC this time, or is it not?
I think that's down to
Oh,
right, or well, I should let you answer, Maxi. You
Omega Centauri.
the Coalsack Nebula, which we know is by Crux, right?
yeah.
The Cox. Yes,
Yeah.
it's behind the Southern Cross, and it's right now very low, and also it has the size of the Great Magellanic Cloud. It's impossible to capture it. You had to see it with your own eyes.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's just as
So
well. There was
the globular cluster that looks like, that looks beautiful. That's nice.
yeah. This is 47 Tucanae. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I stopped the hyperspace velocity, and now in 3 seconds, you're able to see it. Right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's nice. I can resolve all the stars too. Yeah.
Yep. Second largest globular cluster that we can see. Second to Omega Centauri. It M13 is third.
And
M13 is the one in Hercules, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the largest globular cluster we can see in the northern hemisphere. Maxi gets two that are larger than it, and
This is
he gets
huge.
and this is the second largest. The first one is too far below horizon. Omega Centauri, huge, but
maybe
47
if
Tucanae is
in 6
just as
months,
impressive.
it's going to be another star party like this.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to show it.
Exactly.
Well, we were talking about having a 6-month event, but it never came to fruition. Now, of course, if we're all doing the global star parties, of course, we would invite you to come join us there, because Scott Roberts has basically put us in the list for all of the star parties. So he invites me on to show my my nightscapes and then Milky Way shots, and he invites Maxi to show the southern hemisphere objects. So we will probably be doing that in 6 months still. The online event, it's a truly global star party because there are people from all over that jumped in to present. So that's pretty nice.
Agent, where do you go to do your starscapes?
I go to so I'm in here in Michigan. So I go to places like in the thumb of the lower peninsula, over Lake Huron. I've gone further north. I've actually gone to the upper peninsula where the darkness of the sky is it gets down to about a Bortle 2 when it's clear. And I'll do some scapes there. I'd love to go to the upper peninsula camping out and do some more skyscapes there. I'll be going to the Okie-Tex Star Party. I call myself going to primarily observe, but I know my camera will be out from time to time to see what kind of Milky Way shots I can get.
It just might be out, you say.
Just might be out. Yeah. It's the sooner I get it done, the more I can look at something through an eyepiece. But I do have some
stop him as a dead battery.
Yeah. Well, I do have some faint targets to try and go after as well. So this where are we looking at here, Maxi?
Well, this is part of the small
Magellanic Cloud.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
A part of it, because here in this case I'm in this global cluster that's called NGC 330, and nearby I think it's NGC or this kind of nebulosity.
306.
Let's go to this place, and we are inside of right now of the small Magellanic Cloud. And they have too many global cluster, I think. Now, where it goes?
It took off.
Oh, where did it go? No,
Your telescope is
no. It's-
lost its mind, did you?
yeah, I think it too.
Yeah, you were trying to wrap it up, and the telescope believed you were done too, so it just went and parked itself. Yeah, I'm not sure where you are.
No, I don't know where it is.
I saw the circles down further. Oh, there it goes.
No, but
It's taking a long way around. You know what? Do you have a meridian flip?
no, I didn't
Okay.
configure it.
Yeah, it's acting like it flipped meridian in order to, it's like it was next to it, but it
Mhm.
had to flip the
No, it will not happen that because I don't
you
configure
didn't
it.
tell it to do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was weird. It took a swan's path to get there.
Yes.
I've seen swans take off, and the swan will take off in one direction and then fly and then turn around and then go in the other direction that it looks like it intended to go.
Mhm. But
And I often wonder, what stopped it from just going directly in a direction it needed to go. But
I
that
think
seems to be a trait
I
of
think the
swans.
freakiest thing I ever had recently, because I'm not used to it, but it did a meridian flip while I was doing the H alpha solar. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I never thought about it, but it's like, yeah, of course they're going to do meridian flips because there's still a meridian, even if it's daylight. But
Yeah.
I didn't really assume that I just was programmed to think about that in the nighttime. But it was like, what's it doing? What's it doing? Oh, duh. It was really weird. Had to think about it for a minute. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it could do
you
that.
had to.
So it says it's right in the middle of the small Magellanic Cloud.
Mhm. It's practically this place, I think, most of
Okay.
it, and but
Well,
they have too many nebulosity, but it's very very thin,
yeah,
and
it's
the
kind of like a
magnitude.
group or something.
Mhm. It's not like the great Magellanic Cloud, but um,
It's still,
I don't know. Let's go to this. Now I'm pointing. I'm jumping to another place.
yeah,
Another
to
one.
see if it actually works.
Well, like I say, it's an honor to be here and a pleasure
So
to
there is
show.
something there
I
near the
think it's a
bottom.
star. It's a
Oh, okay.
star. See this picture. Oh, right there.
Okay, it did go to it.
Another galaxy.
Is that it's another barred spiral, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's similar to NGC 1365. It's
Yeah.
uh,
I don't remember where it is either. In
this is the
Fornax?
exactly, and this is the galaxy that we are looking at right now.
Okay. Neat.
It's well,
That's more of an
not.
irregular. Yeah, it's an irregular. It looked kind of like a barred spiral, but now I see it's irregular.
Mm-hmm. So, well, guys, I have to go. I hope that you enjoy
Oh, we did.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
this little
Yes.
Thank
tour.
you for taking some time,
Thank
Maxi,
you.
to share with us.
It's a pretty special experience to see the southern hemisphere when you're living in the north all of your life. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope
look,
to.
quick story. I posted a picture of the Big Dipper to a southern astronomy group that I joined, and it ended up being posted on their front page.
Yes.
So yeah, I have to think about it. They don't see the Big Dipper from where they are, so it's almost as impressive as us looking at Southern Cross and some of the other Southern things. So it's I said, well, that's nice. It's a nice honor. It was surprising. I don't know how long it'll be up there, but I have to remember we see some things that Maxi can't. He sees lots more cooler stuff that we wish we could see. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. Thank you, Jeff,
Thank
Adrian,
Yep.
and everyone who is here in the Zoom meeting, and also the audience on YouTube. It's like I said, it's an honor to be here showing what I do with, like I said, like we say, a pulmón to with our lungs from o sea, with sweating and practicing experience and everything, and this when you have the results and you want to show to everyone what you're doing and what surrounds us, and the skies, it doesn't have borders, and unites to everyone that's here in our planet Earth. So I'm very grateful to be here, and well, thank you to all of one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, guys.
All right. Well, I guess we all get some rest. Thank you all. Thank
Yep.
you all for
Excellent.
joining. And
Thank you. That was nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you want to find me on Facebook page, send me a message, or Instagram page is Maxi Falieres, like that, and I would be glad to add you.
yeah. So we
Ani,
have. Go ahead, Jeff.
from YouTube passes on. Thank you so much for sharing your passion with us. And another user says thank you on the YouTube channel that's been lurking about and watching.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a terrific kind of ending to the first night of the Astronomy at the Beach, our 25th anniversary for 2021. So
Yep. And
there's
now
our plug.
Yep. We pulled it off. We had some good experiences. We helped somebody see some things in the night sky for the first time on the Ford Club. They're still doing the presentation. We had a couple of other telescopes presentations going while this one was going. So we gave the people had a choice where they could look, and we saw a few people joined in a little later. For a little while, Kareem Jaffer was on our channel, the head of the Montreal Center for RASC and professor. So it didn't look like he could stay, but we had some folks join. Harold Locke is a regular for the Global Star Party, and then Manny, thank you for joining. We were able to get a couple of images in there for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And so of course Jeff, Jim, and myself. So tomorrow we'll do it again. Maxi, thank you.
Yep.
Have a good rest. And I'll probably see you if we're in Tuesday. I'm gonna be in Okie-Tex, so I don't know that I'll join or not, but if I can, I'll try and join briefly. And
Okay.
We'll see what happens. We have to decide if I'm able to do it or not. But
well, and we start at 3 p.m. tomorrow with part 2 of Ani's H alpha solar stuff. This afternoon, we saw a bright spot appear on one of the sunspots and disappear right in front of our eyes. And we have another people that have taken pictures of that same sunspot earlier in the day that we're kind of hoping to follow up on and see what it's doing tomorrow. Yeah. And Ani says he's going to be collecting frames to put together a time lapse for that region. So it should be pretty interesting.
Nice. So Maxi, Auni's astrophotographer from our area. He's done a friend request on Facebook, so you can look.
Yes,
for it.
I just added him. Auni Hafel, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Hafted. Yes, I just accepted.
Good.
Yep.
He's a good guy to know.
Yeah, he does some amazing work with the things he
And he says he
sees.
loves your work.
Yeah. So that's
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, you could feel free to invite him to the group that is in some of his postings from the things we see the Northern Hemisphere. I think a lot of people in the group would love to look to see. So feel free to invite him. I think
Right.
it would be very nice. He's studied his craft. He does some very good work. All right. Well, we don't want to keep you, Maxi, and the rest of us who would like to get a little bit of sleep. So I haven't looked to see if the other star parties have ended yet. I'll do that after taking off. But Maxi, have a good night.
Thanks again.
Yes.
Good night,
Yes.
everyone. And I hope to be again in the future. It will be an honor to be. And well, again, thank you to all of you.
Yep.
You're welcome. We will find a way to make you a part of the program. Definitely going to have that in the back of our minds as we plan for 2022. It's obvious we're going to have to figure out how to do a hybrid event in order to have you back on, because flying in from Argentina doesn't
Maybe,
work.
like I say, in
The
6
skies
months.
are where you live, so we can't. You have to be there in order to even do it. So yeah, 6 months. Maybe we'll do some sort of special event. We'll have to think about it.
Okay.
So, all right,
Guys.
goodbye, everyone.
Good evening.
Buenas noches, chicos. See you later. Bye.
See you.
Before Adrian and Jeff leave,
Sure.
we could have you to one of our lowbrow meetings doing exactly this. And
That's
it
true.
would be fascinating to the members.
Yeah, we just we'll have to talk to not Doug,
Dave
Jorgensen and schedule it. And try, I guess we have to let's look at scheduling it when some things like Southern Cross will be up, when some of the other things that we weren't able to see
I know
tonight.
there's dates next year that during the summer that are open and be his winter. So it'd be a different set of objects.
Yeah, it'd be the ones that were all on the horizon tonight.
Yeah.
It would be up. So
yeah,
that's if you're agreeable to that, Maxi, we can I can work we can send an email and
well, you're left with 3 officers of the Lowbrow Astronomer Club, so we'll get
we'll
get on Dave.
We'll be happy to have you in, Maxi.
And I hope to be there.
Yeah, we'll just
make sure anyway.
Yeah, try to find a good time. So yeah, look out for some email for us. We'll, chances are within the month we'll get the ball rolling.
Cool.
And
Ani did chime in at the last and said the time lapse so far looks amazing, and he's going to show everybody tomorrow on the 3 p.m. So
time lapse for the
solar,
yeah,
each alpha.
Yeah, that's something he picked up only like a couple of years ago, out of necessity, because he wasn't allowed to do his night imaging anymore, being a new father.
Yeah,
and so
he got married and had kids.
Yeah,
that does it every time.
Yep. So he had to, he had to be creative somehow. So he said, well, the sun's always here. So he created a backyard solar observatory, basically, and now he does that, and of course he does that very well. The only work I've seen, the work you've seen similar to his, Maxi, is Jason Gunzel. Whenever he comes on, you've seen Jason Gunzel's solar work. Auni does similar solar work. Gets Jason's been at it for a bit and gets some amazing results. Auni's results are, I would say, are on par. He captures the prominences. He knows how to capture an image, and then he'll process it so that it has a similar look. So it's it's some pretty good work.
Well, Max, you have the links, you can tune in 3 p.m. Eastern and
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe
Yeah.
from here, well, I will try to be online. Maybe
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
something to do more tomorrow at the
The
evening. No, evening. No, at the afternoon.
Yeah.
so it'd
But
be what, 2 p.m. your time?
no, if
Correct.
you
Or
are
4,
3
I'm not
p.m.,
sure.
it will be 4. Right now it's almost 1 a.m.
Oh, okay.
We have
Okay,
1
so yeah,
hour.
he's an hour ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, just look on the GLAAC site. The links are there, and I'll basically do the same thing for Ani that I did for you here. Start everything up and get things rolling, and then people take off from there. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's a real interesting presentation with the H alpha in there, and the fact that we did some stuff today, and we're going to look at what it looks like tomorrow. That'll be pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
All right,
we
my
should
good
let you
friend
get to bed.
Maxi. I will see you. I will see you again soon. I will see you all again soon. Jim, I'll see you tomorrow
yeah.
and Sunday and Monday and for 3 straight weeks as we go to observe. And hopefully we get a lot out of it. So all right, I'm taking
Okay.
off.
All right.
All right.
We're
Good
gonna
night,
end
Okay,
this.
guys.
Everybody.
Good night, everyone,
Good night, everyone. See you.
and good night from Astronomy at the Beach.